My microphone's been off this whole time. That's alright. You didn't hear me say incredibly offensive diatribes. That I totally said. So, what I was saying before I realized the microphone was off is that I'm going to lower the difficulty for these last missions, because I just don't want to have to keep restarting them over and over. It's not like I care that much about doing this game perfectly. Hey Matt, so now that you're here, I feel like I have to show off. Let's switch back to 007 and see if I've just got the skills that eluded me last night. Good morning, thank you. Good morning to you too. I had a very, very weird dream. So I recently have started streaming a lot in my dreams. Don't know who exactly I'm streaming to. And I was streaming something. Not sure what it was. But then I had to take a BRB to... I don't even drive. To drive my ex-girlfriend that I haven't thought of for years
Bond to MI6.
across town to a buffet where the only thing they served was glass jars full of sweets with mayonnaise on top. I left because I didn't want to eat that shit. Well, I didn't actually understand how it worked. Like, I was walking up and down and I'm like, what's going on? What are all these people doing? How does this work? So I left. It was something like a £2 entry fee, if memory serves. I decided, oh great, we're already in everyone's a maniac mode. So I decided I was going to go home, but you know, I had driven down to this place, but for some reason I walked home. So I started walking home, and I was on autopilot, and I sort of got lost. I found this place in the woods that was all like boarded up, and it looked like there were bodies and people in the distance. I thought, this isn't on the way home. I guess I'll go back. And now here I am, about an hour and a half after waking up, and I still remember the place vividly. And I kind of want to go out and find it. Because it felt so real, I'm convinced the place exists. What was your dream, Matzo? Your random dream? Alright, okay. I feel like I'm more in the zone with this game than I was yesterday evening. I was really making some shoddy, basic tier mistakes. A Tesla that looks like a Vauxhall Corsa. Did Elon Musk finally realize that his design for the cars is ugly? So he decided to make a car that looks less like Lara Croft's PS1 character model and more like an actual car. Oh, please tell me the car had some, like, weird cigarette lighter port plugins, like here's a lipstick holder or something. You know, like Penelope Pitstop's car, the Pocket Compact. Is that what it's called? The car dealership man was Elon Musk. Well, you know that Elon Musk only plays himself on television, so it couldn't have been Elon Musk, but it could have been Elon Tusk. What's with that whole Elon Tusk thing? Oh, all these guns are friendly. Nice. No, they're not. They're all enemy guns. Monty knew that. That's right, I need to override them. Which, is somewhere. Where was that? That's right. Yes, Elon Tusk is a Rick and Morty character, played by Elon Musk. Who is the Elon Musk of that particular universe. Someone should tell Eurocom there's no cutting corners. Don't tell me I was literally right next to a goddamn checkpoint last night. Because, I mean, that would be the icing on the cake, really. Yeah, I needed the sleep. Come on, then. Oh, I see. We're not following the rules of the universe. Then I don't have to either. That's definitely a checkpoint. Oh! Yes! We'll have made some progress over last night. That's not good.
Target moving. Cover his exits.
If they weren't strawberry corners or the ball crunch corners, then you wasted your time. Okay, the apricot ones are fine too. Strawberry and peach apricot. Well, there we go. That's a nice taste in Muller Corners.
Target located.
Sometimes you just got to do you know? Like, sometimes you just got to take time out. I know that feel. You know, if they put the locks on the other side of the door, Bond wouldn't be able to complete his adventure. Did they never consider that?
MI6 to Bond. I'm downloading the blueprints now. There's a cooling plant just to the north of your current position. You'll need to plant explosives there to destabilize the main facility. Tanner out.
It's the bad guy code. Morning, Tack. Morning, Draven. How's it going? It's 11:46 a.m. in the land of Great Britain. And I have already made progress on last night's asshole checkpoint that I was stuck on. And I didn't even drop the difficulty. I was threatening to, and I didn't. So we're still on board for an all 007 difficulty run. Fuck you! Why don't you come down here? Ah! I've got a shotty! I've got a shotty! You motherfuckers want to test me? Oh shit! Come down here, you silly little children! Gotta love how that super successful Brexit has gone. Gee. Shit! I see, they're just a really good shot, huh? With the grenade throw-in. It's down, yeah, I see him. Do things in dumpster fire. Okay. I'll keep a lookout. I want to switch back. I've got a shotty! With wait with a grenade launcher. I got a noob tube. Hello. I'm Guru Bond. 5 years, yeah. Around about, like, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the afternoon, thereabouts. It doesn't feel like 5 years. It feels like 4. But if it's Soy's 5th this year, then it has to be my 5th. That's crazy to me. Time really does fly, huh? When you're having fun. Tell you what, it's completely changed the way I play games. Completely. Like, in my own time, for fun. Completely changed the way I enjoy the medium. It has to be 5 years, because, you know, Nintendo Switch is like 3.5, 4 years old now. It really doesn't feel that much until you think about it. Ooh. Please don't infinite spawn. I don't think they are. We're good. Ivana hump a lot. I'm hoping for 5 more years of incredibly dated references and uncomfortable adult jokes. I really feel like I wasn't bringing my A game until like the last 2 years, though. It's weird how the world has changed. Like, I wouldn't have thought, oh, I would be spending my time playing games to entertain people. But more importantly, I don't think I ever thought people would actually fucking turn up to watch. But there you go. I guess some folks have nothing better to do. I mean that in the nicest way, of course. In our crazy world, this is the better thing to do. I suppose there'll be a lot of competition going forwards. More and more people who have been on the fence about streaming who would like to stream. I like to think of it as creative competition as opposed to competitive competition, if you know what I mean. There's going to be a lot more people getting into the streaming scene. A lot more people streaming, a lot less people watching. Going forwards. I'm not really the kind of person that watches live streams. I have 2 or 3 specific people that I watch. But it's like musicians who don't really listen to their own music, and they you know, after they've made it, of course, and they don't really listen to other music all that much. I guess it's the people I really, really, really want to hang with. I basically watch Vinny, I watch Joel, I watch Soybomb. Everybody else I don't really watch. I'm subbed to so many people who stream, and I just see their streams in my sub box, and I'm like, oh hey, they're still streaming, cool. That's it. You know. More people are streaming for fewer people, streams with thousands of people. Yeah, well, part of me wants that success, of course I do. But the other part of me knows that I provide a very specific service for a small number of people whom I consider friends. And sometimes that's enough, you know? To get you through. It's not like I'm struggling or anything. I'm in a very good position where I am. And I've got a job that has weathered the pandemic that has affected this year. I'm in a way better position than some other people. I'm incredibly lucky. I gotta make sure I remember that. Try to keep humble when I can. There's a lot of people who don't have it as good as me. Besides, we all know I wouldn't be able to handle such success. The second a whole bunch of thousands of people start trying to cancel me for I don't know, accidentally saying, well, what happens when you combine fat and hag together, on a live stream not so long ago. People will go through my history and go, "You can't say that!" and undo me. For an accident. Yeah, well, the great news is there's actually a group of people in tech trying to get an anti-cancel culture law passed in the US. That would be a big help. You know, a law that would, you know, result in some proper repercussions for the action of, you know, dog whistling to followers to get someone cancelled. It would be nice to see that passed. A whole 10 years too late, my dear. Action Points uploaded a video today talking about Kotaku and their misgivings and, you know, their parent company, Gorka Media, and why they got shut down. I'm thinking, you know, this conversation... we should have had this conversation maybe 6 years ago? You know. Change will come. I'm sure that science has been held back a little by the morality of things. Yeah, I understand that maybe, you know, we shouldn't research eugenics. Because it might lead to a Brave New World situation. But saying you can't research something because it's racist, or whatever, is a bit dangerous. But, you know. We'll see if anything comes of this proposed law. I think I've just successfully wiped out this entire room. With any luck, I should be able to walk around looking for stuff now. Until the next wave of enemies get spawned by the game, because this is a COD game, and as soon as you walk into a trigger, a bunch of enemies appear. I know how it works. Got a phone. Is it that? Scan, scan, scan.
Bond, we've detected that half of their SAM sites are now offline.
How convenient. They've got it behind one thing I have to hack. It's almost like they're inviting me in. So that thing I said the other day about making a video where I explain all the references I make on live streams. Would folks actually be interested in that?
You cleared the way for the
Like I make a video explaining a reference that I use. Because it does feel a little bit self-serving, that kind of content. But there's oftentimes I quote something, and I quote it very often, and I don't think I've ever bothered to explain where it's from. Oh dear, a new trigger for all these enemies to spawn. I had no idea that was gonna happen. Oh, you know, sometimes you can jump over banisters. Other times you can't. It's whenever the game feels like it, really. Right. This spot worked well for me last time.
Holding position.
Well, question me on them. When I say... it looks like they're inviting me in, or it's like they're inviting me in. Any idea where that's from? Because I say that a lot. Maybe that's part of the ERB magic, that it's not explained. It's like they're inviting me in. It's from one of Sega's best arcade games. It's a quote from House of the Dead 2. If you're playing single-player mode as Harry, when you walk into the last level, it's like they're inviting me in. The enunciation is so awful. It's brilliant. I often find myself quoting it because it's just such a poorly delivered line. Hey, Caleb.
Bond, according to the blueprints, you're nearing the base of the cooling processes. It's the most vulnerable part of the facility.
It's the most vulnerable part of the facility. If I say rude words to it, it cries. Or a different kind of vulnerable. Born to be kings. Princes of the universe. I would like to play through Black Mesa. I still haven't beaten the original Half-Life, for real. Like, I can't bring myself to play it past a certain point. I think it's either on a rail or just before then. But there's a level around there where I'm just like, nope, I'm done with this awful, awful game. It happens every single time. You're gonna shoot me in the most vulnerable part of this base. Okay, Draven. Yes, it's not advised you bring your laptop into the shower with you. Water is generally bad for electronics. Generally. I used to go to a laser tag that looked like this. It was all red lights and grading and shadows from the red lights. It was really good. I miss that laser tag. It's now a bunch of student flats. Because of course it fucking is. Because everything in Canterbury that was good is now student fucking flats. Floating gun. Don't go floating. A shocking experience. You piece of shit. Break down. Only the left AirPod is connecting. You mean Apple has a problem? Well, you know the solution, Matt, so you buy a new AirPod, duh! So what turns you off of Half-Life 1? There's a point where it stops telling you a story and it just becomes very dry. And that's around about the time it gets to on a rail. It's around about there, where you stop getting sort of snippets of the story and it just gets dry. It's telling you the story through the environment, which, you know, I've always liked as a storytelling method, but it comes to a point where it's just, you know, it just becomes a bit dry as a game. You're right, AirPod didn't charge, Matt, so, right, that means you have to buy a new AirPod. That's what the ghost of Steve Jobs told me. He said, you have to buy a new AirPod. Don't know why he was talking to me and not you when it was your AirPod. But he said, if your AirPod doesn't charge, you have to buy new AirPods. And you have to buy a specific new right AirPod. And it has to be synced up with your old left AirPod. Oh, so are there snipers around here? Is that why I'm getting my ass kicked so quick? Oh, it's a rocket launcher guy. Mr. Monster Guy! Okay, Mr. Monster Guy is from Sonic Unleashed. It's what Chip calls Sonic when Chip first meets Sonic. Mr. Monster Guy! Sonic responds by repeating it loudly. Mr. Monster Guy! And that's when I say Mr. Monster Guy. It's from that. I'm feeling incredibly self-conscious when I say these things now. AirPods Max. I hate seeing people complaining about the price of the AirPods Max. Shut the fuck up, you aren't the target market. Wow! Gatekeeping, Matzo. Gatekeeping. There's no female scientists. Then what is what's-her-face from Half-Life 2? Mossman. She's a scientist, isn't she? They aren't made for 13-year-olds on a school bus. True. But you didn't indicate that it was 13-year-olds that were saying they were too expensive. You made it sound like anybody who says they're too expensive, they're not for you. I found that same gatekeeping, that same exclusionism, is that a word? Exclusionism, when I mentioned VR, when Half-Life Alyx came out and I didn't have VR. A YouTuber, I don't necessarily wish like any shit on this person. Not at all, but a YouTuber who I met on the Steam forums was very much like, you know, they're not for you if you're not going to play VR, this, that, or the other, then it's not for you. If it's too expensive, it's not for you. You're not the target market. I'm like, whew, fuck, whatever. And then they rolled out a £300 Quest headset that's super powerful and you can link up to the PC. I'm thinking, yeah, entry-level VR. Not for me, is it? There are no female scientists in Half-Life 1. So you're telling me, hold on. You mean we're playing as men in Half-Life DK the whole time? Wow. That's an awkward boner. You asked me, do I find it weird? The answer is no, I do not find it weird. I do not find it weird that the original Half-Life game does not have female scientists or zombies. No, I do not find it weird. I don't find it weird, I don't find it strange. It was either a conscious or unconscious decision by the developers. I'm not sure which one. If you wanted an opinion on it, you'd have to ask somebody who was involved in the development of the game. Why don't you ask Gabe Newell? I heard his favorite class is the Spy. Anyway, yeah, crazy year. Half-Life 3 came out this year. I haven't bought it yet because it's still ridiculously expensive, but... I still haven't hooked up my VR headset to this new computer. I should do soon, because I kind of promised Attack that we would play VR multiplayer in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I need to hook it up soon. In VR as well. Wait. Well, let's put it this way. Caleb, don't you find it weird that the only females in the original Half-Life are assassins? How does one respond to that question? Fucking grenade-throwing, cover-ignoring pricks! Motherfucker! How am I meant to do anything with them tossing stupid fucking grenades all the time? Oh my god. I wouldn't have a problem if the game let me, I don't know, carry my own grenades. But if I'm not allowed grenades, the guards shouldn't be allowed grenades. What the fuck was that? He rolled half a mile into cover. Come on now. They got aimbots. They can shoot at me from half the map away. Something about this seems a little bit bullshit, right? With a scope, too. But the scope doesn't actually zoom in. Hey, Oshio. Oshio. Who's that? Phil Collins. Studio. Yeah. Yeah, there's no way I would have done this last night. Come on, let's be real. Invest in Bitcoin? No.
Drop the gun! Get your hands in the air! You're surrounded!
Take me to Janice.
Give me that! Move! Move!
I hope that wasn't a seconds counter, because Bond's going to be in trouble if the whole base explodes while he's in the lift. Guard changed design while he was in the lift.
Target alignment at 60%.
Hello, Alec.
Hello, James. You're just in time to watch. You've given me the perfect fall guy. We're going to use her fingerprint on the Goldeneye control to detonate the weapon. Get her in the chair.
Interesting setup, Alec. You hack into the banks, Transfer the money electronically. Erase your tracks with an EMP blast.
It's not just the banks, James. It's everything the bank has touched. The stock market, financial records. Every transaction on every computer in London, all gone in less than 4 minutes.
It's nothing but a high-tech bank robbery.
Give me a cell phone.
What do you think of Snarks? They're too cute for the Half-Life
What is
universe.
Press this key to disarm the explosives? Or did you reprogram the buttons?
How well do you know me, Alec? Press it and find out.
You lose, James. Use your finger to activate the weapon. Focus the mirrors and send a signal. When will the satellite be over London?
3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Excellent. Hack into the banks and begin transferring the money.
Money. Begin transferring the money. So it was a 20-second timer. Money. Begin transferring the money.
Can you deorbit the satellite?
Money.
Yes, but it's going to take some time.
Do your best. I'll keep you covered.
I gotta no! No! This was the one thing from the original game you didn't have to steal!
Cover me, James.
One thing from the original game that you did not have to steal was defending this soggy brat. At least it doesn't take too long. I'm stopping him, you fucking soppy tart! Oh my god! Shut up! I hate this. No! The enemies could do with not spawning from there, personally. This wouldn't be so bad if they didn't. If they gave me enough ammo in this gun I picked up, wouldn't be a problem either. James! 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 I'm coming! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Warning. Automated system shutdown is failed. Please begin emergency contact procedures.
Jims! 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 Jims!
Unknown target pressure is below optimal operating position. Please adjust output immediately. Warning. Coolant plant pressure is approaching critical. Please reduce output.
Is there a second terminal? Oh no! 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 Absolutely not! Nada! Nip! Nihil! Zero! No! Fuck! At this point, the bankers should just fucking lose their money anyway. The game ends with James Bond looking at his bank account going, ooh, free money. Just leave. No! Why a third? Why a third? Meanwhile, an R&B music video plays over one half of the room, so I can't see where I'm firing! Quickly, James, they're coming! They're splodging all over the computer, James! James, if they splooge all over the terminal! James! James! James-kun! Toskete! What? No! 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 You saw the bar! It was right there! What? I was just picking 007 difficulty. I have no idea what you're talking about. I just picked 007 difficulty, that's all.
Target alignment at 60%.
Hello, James. You're just in time to watch.
I did this with another Bond, didn't I? Which one was it? It's Quantum of Solace, wasn't it?
On the Goldeneye control to detonate the weapon. Get her in the chair.
Interesting setup, Alec. You hack into the banks, transfer the money.
Hack into the banks? Transfer the banks? Hack into the banks? It's the banks?
It's not just the banks.
It's not just the banks, James! Banks! Banks, banks, banks! Banks! Banks, 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 banks! 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 For the banks, James? No. For me.
It's
And the
nothing
banks.
like a bank robbery.
Give me a cell phone. What is it? Press this key to disarm the explosives? Or did you reprogram the buttons?
How well do you know me, Alec? Press it and find out.
You lose, James. Use her finger to activate the weapon. Focus the mirrors and send a signal. When will the satellite be over London?
3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Excellent. Hack into the banks and begin transferring the money.
Can you deorbit the satellite?
Shouldn't have any problems with this room now.
Do your best. I'll keep you covered.
Cover me, James.
Cover me, James!
Holding defensive position.
Nearly finished. Just a moment longer. James, I'm almost finished.
Do it faster, Natalia. Do it faster, Natalia! There we go. That was more of a Daniel Craig. Do it faster, Natalia! Stop being such a loser! Get out of my kitchen! Fuck!
Defensive position.
Oh man, next Bond should be Gordon Ramsay. Just imagine Bond walks in. Shut up, you soppy tart! We've already seen Gordon Ramsay in a suit. We know he cleans up well. PCSX2, yeah, it's great. You get to play with knives! Speaking of annoying voices, when am I getting back to another Code R? Am I getting back to another Code R? I know there's a few people here that don't want me to finish another Code R. And by a few people, I mean Matzo. Stop firing at the fucking console! You have no idea what I've been through today! I mean... Hi! Stop!
be an override at the top of the tower.
Take this. I'll be back.
Hooray! Boop, 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 boop.
Orbit recalibration 10% complete.
I died on the easiest difficulty, pardon me. That truly is shameful. Oh well. I just want it over with at this point. I can eat a big bag of dicks.
Target is down there!
Orbit recalibration 10%.
I get the feeling enemies are going to respawn in here.
Target spotted!
Orbit recalibration.
What? I was reading the chat and I died.
Target is moving! Fall in!
Hashtag chat kills. Sometimes I wish I was. The second part of Season 5 to be a 6th season. You're telling me there isn't a 6th season of Breaking Bad? You mean I've been lied to this whole time? A wizard did it. Oh, can you imagine how bullshit this part would have been on 007 difficulty? I'd rather stick my nuts in the toaster. Aim at the enemy directly in front of me! Oh, shit. Should be paying attention, really.
Orbit recalibration. 30% complete.
Come on! Oh, you're gonna have to try harder than that, James.
I feel like I'm really doing the actions.
Orbit recalibration. 40% complete.
Hopefully this is it.
At 20%.
I wanted to get this game done and dusted ASAP. Oh, Vault. Okay. Ooh.
Target alignment.
Dictus.
At 30%.
Well, they padded this one out, haven't they?
You can't stop us, James.
You can't stop us, James! 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 Over here, James! James! Over here, James! 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 I'm so fucking sick!
Target alignment. At 40%.
Gonna have to try harder, James! 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 This game went from decent to worst Bond game I've played this month very quickly. At this point, Bloodstone would be my favourite Bond from this month. Bloodstone. The game that this game killed.
I expected more.
Bloodstone ran perfectly on my PC. A couple of graphical errors, but ran perfectly on my PC. Had controller support on PC. Had a unique story. It had a fun glitch where I shot the guy on the helicopter and he shot up 600 miles in the air. Bloodstone had everything. This game is just rough. It's so rough. This is after it was reworked from the Wii version. What this game needed to be, GoldenEye 007 on N64, what it is, a decent attempt to the Call of Duty. A 3-day rental from Blockbuster. I feel like you lucked out a little by not being allowed to play it for long.
There's no way out, Alec.
Returned it and never rented it again. Wise choice. You know, I want to see it through. Even if I've had to drop the difficulty, because this game's just kind of bullshit. Didn't want to have to drop the difficulty. I probably could have persevered if I wanted this stream to be 6 hours long, but, you know. Oh! There's a platform down there. I thought for a minute the guy had thrown himself off rather than deal with me. Well, I don't even know what I'll be doing for the anniversary. I mean, I got the rough idea of going through what I've streamed and talking about streaming in general, and, you know. A bit soppy though, isn't it? Stop spawning bad guys on top of me! That's not fucking cool! A real double agent would fight me like a man. I don't know, ringing in the new year on stream, that's such a... I did it last year. And the year before. Where's that damn helicopter? How much longer can we pad this section out? Holy shit! gotta kill Wallace here, obviously. But until he's dead, enemies keep spawning. I am not going to have them kill me with a melee to the back insta-kill. Right. Metro Last Light Redux. I need to remember to grab that. I don't even get to kill him!
For England, James.
No. For me.
Okay. Whew! You gotta be kidding me! Shit! Gordon Ramsay is James Bond. James Bond will return in Hell's Kitchen. Da, 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 da. She falls out of the helicopter and the level restarts. James! James! Does get dead, James! Go fuck! It's over. On operative. Fuck off. I did the rest of the game on 007. That mission is just garbage and you know it.
You alright?
No? Yes.
Hold that thought. Bond here.
Well done, 007. We've received confirmation that the Goldeneye satellite was destroyed, and we've been in touch with the Prime Minister and the Russian Ambassador about both Orumov and Trevelyan. I'd like a full and detailed report on my desk by Monday next, complete with all operational specifics and a full list of recommendations.
Em?
I've instructed Mr.
Are you there?
Tanner to offer you his complete assistance.
I think you're breaking up.
Thank you. I could have done that myself.
It's not quite how I remember it going in the N64 version. I mean, I have distinct memories of this scene looking like this. Bear with it, there's a payoff. Okay, great. Oh, one more. I'm glad that's over with. That mission is kind of bullshit. Matzo, they update their store at 4 o'clock PM. Usually. Whoa! Thank you, Draven. That was incredibly unnecessary. Thank you. Do I look like I'm ready to discuss the finer elements of philosophy with you? Dreams are my reality. The only kind of real fantasy. Who is it who had the original hit with that? Saw you standing there, didn't know you cared. Richard Sanderson. That's probably who I'm thinking of. Yeah. Saw you standing there, didn't know you cared, that my love would change forever. Is this song exclusive to this game? I didn't get a content ID on this last time. Copyright claim on part 1 was for... I remember DJ Hero Mix, Cascade and Deadmau5, and The Man I Love, Echo Remix. The copyright claim on part 2 was for a segment of gameplay footage that for some reason Activision has on Content ID because Activision are twats. Didn't get any Content ID claims for part 3. Well, here's their right to defend their copyright. It's just as you say, how much money are they really making off this? Now the copyright on the DJ Hero mix, I don't know. Are they selling that on digital storefronts? In which case, maybe. But the song was made for DJ Hero. Which means, really, the only person who should be claiming that is the publisher of the game. Unless the music was made, licensed, and created for DJ Hero, and licensed by the company, in which case, then yeah. They'd have a leg to stand on, I suppose. What I'll do then is pop down the shops, get myself a couple of nice things to drink, grab myself something for lunch which I will cook slowly, and then after that we'll start the 5-year anniversary. I guess another Code R will bleed into next year. I don't have a choice. There's no way I'm going to get the game beaten in time unless I stream that today instead of doing a 5-year anniversary thing. Dean Fingerholes? I bet he does, the dirty fucker. Yeah, that was our worry for today, was if we want to get fast food for the evening, like, how busy is it going to be? I made the suggestion that because we know the local Indian, that we call up well in advance. And ask them to prepare it for a certain time, because, you know, I'm sure they'd do that for us. I'm sure they'd do us as well if we asked particularly nicely. No, I'm pretty sure they would do that for us, but you know. In which case I ask them, hey, you got any King Cobra on the menu? They don't. Unfortunately, they don't do King Cobra. I had one King Cobra this year. It's like Cobra beer, but it's stronger, and it comes in a big-ass bottle this size. I want one. I want one again. It was so good. A little bit higher, so you can see the bottom of my hands. That size. It's very nice. But yeah, I'll... Oh, I can scroll this faster. Okay. Jean-François de Roulier. This is how it normally goes, and this is when you're watching it on TV. Have you noticed that with old movies, they just speed up the credits? I have heard video games stimulate IQ like it stimulates the prostate. Well, tell you what, the games that stimulate my prostate are the kind I can't stream on YouTube. Oh dear God. Now one of the reasons I don't want to stream into the new year is because actually somebody I watch is already streaming into the new year. And if they're not streaming into the new year, then somebody else I watch will be streaming into the new year. Hidden Palace last night showed... What exactly did they show off altogether? They showed off a Sonic Adventure 2 prototype. A Sonic Spinball prototype. Old VHS footage of Feel. Let's take a look. They had a Mean Bean Machine prototype. Ooh, and there's a big one they're going to show off tomorrow. So, they showed off a Sonic Spinball prototype, a Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine prototype, and a Sonic Adventure 2 prototype. The Sonic Adventure 2 and Mean Bean Machine were very close to release, but Sonic Spinball is one of the earliest. Oh. It's one of the earliest, but not the earliest. Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to whatever it is they're showing off tonight, and that's going to be leading into the new year. And there's Exilia as well. I was there for Exilia last night, but lurking, because Hidden Palace was showing off these prototypes. That's kind of my jam. Okay, I'm going to bring the stream to a close then. Then I'm going to figure out what the fuck I'm doing with the rest of my day. I know there's some clothes in the washing machine that need to be tumbled. And then some more clothes need to go in the wash. I've got to get myself something to eat for now and possibly something for later. Funny fact, I knew that it was called that. And possibly something to eat for later as well, if other plans fall through. And then I guess I'll come back and do the 5-year anniversary. I'm kind of worried I'm just going to stream and finish another Code R. Just to get it out of the way. Because I don't want it dragging into the new year. I'd hate for the 5-year anniversary to just be a footnote. I'll figure something out. I'll make a decision. However awful. Okay. Take care, everyone. See you a little bit later on. Until next time. Eat well. Sleep well, and shit well. See you later. Bye-bye.